first. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
always number one, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number one.
Numero uno.
Hmm.
Number one.
Numero hombre.
Okay, let me make sure.
This
Let's
hat's
do it.
gonna be
Let's do it.
uncomfortable.
Let's
I'll
do
wear it
a
all night long.
let's do a screen check. Make sure everything is working. All right.
Yeah.
I still have this thing, man. This is classic. I'd
Steve's
have framed this. I'd have framed this.
I think you really should,
Yeah.
Ben.
Wade's getting in on the action there. Oh, you can't see. I can see it, but
Shit.
okay. I would read that, but I don't think they want the free advertising. He's laughing. Richard can see him, can't you?
What was that? No, I can't. It's all the way down for some reason. I can't.
That's
look at
because I
it.
got those videos up there. You have to scroll down.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah, I got 3 videos up there. So
Now I can see it.
okay, I got to scroll back up so I can put the pre-show video up there.
I guess it's because I'm old.
No, I'm old. I'm the old man.
No, I'm grandpa. So hey,
Well, this old man, he played one.
it doesn't. Nothing beats that.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest one,
Yeah.
but I'm grandpa.
Damn it, Ben.
Thank you. Nah, thanks. I
You're the
appreciate
youngest one. I'm the old man too.
it. It
Man.
didn't make it so bad. I'm the youngest one, and I got more
I
grandkids than everybody.
I feel broken down and decrepit. I went skydiving the day before my 50th birthday. I'm
I
far from
went
old,
skydiving. I went.
skydiving.
I'm not doing that.
No, me neither.
Oh no. Oh man, we're already official. Yeah.
Mark, I give you props for that.
All right.
There's
What?
no way I could have done that. I would have crapped myself all the way down.
How you know I didn't? No, we slid to a stop on our butts on the grass, and my wife said, "You're gonna have a grass stain on the back of your jeans." I said, "Nope, there's a brown stain covering it."
Oh,
Mark's going down. He's floating down. He goes to the guy, "If I fart, you think they can smell it from the ground?" Mark's like, "Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't a fart."
Yeah, I was gonna do it again, but she won't let me.
Once is enough.
I've heard that before, Mark.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do it again, not tell her, but
Oh,
they shut down.
I want to do it again, but she wouldn't let me.
Well, she told me she didn't want me doing it.
That's what she said.
And I'm honoring her request because she about had a heart attack watching me do it the first time. So
hey, it could be worse. It could be like that show on MTV where they threw a dummy
yeah.
and it hit the ground, and the girl's like, "Oh my god!" And her husband come out from running behind her because she
Yeah.
thought he went up in the plane, but he came out the
Yeah.
other side.
I will say this. I did not scream all the way down like Murr on the Impractical Jokers did.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was my favorite punishment of the whole show.
Yeah, that was good.
But no, I'm far from old.
I am too. I'm me too.
I'll wear it as a badge of honor.
Just remember, older is wiser.
Not in all cases.
Not in all
Older is
cases.
wiser.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Some people go the opposite direction as they get older.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I'm always going to be a Toys R Us kid.
I don't want to grow old. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Did you sing that in front of the steaks while they're being cooked?
Andy's
I did not. Just
Andy's
on
never
what you're
going to let
talking
that go. He's never going to let that
Andy's
go.
not letting that go,
Let's
man.
talk about the
They're
performance. Let's talk
cooking
about
steaks
the
right behind them.
let's not talk about the performance. Let's talk about the steaks behind my back.
I got friends in little places and they're cooking steaks. Yeah.
That
He
really
was-
burned my ass. You know that?
That really hurt your ass. Yeah.
Hey, he had hot pants that night, didn't he?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Oh,
Oh
you
my
were hot.
gosh.
You were on fire.
I was literally.
Yeah.
Mark, I'd have to say that was the most sizzling performance I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He had red ass that night. I just don't know why.
Oh man. At least your hair didn't catch on fire like Michael Jackson.
Oh,
On the
Jesus.
hat.
I shouldn't have
I'm
did
surprised the hat didn't catch fire.
that. I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
That's not. That's not.
We can ready to start the show, guys. You ready to start the show?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Go.
Spanning the Globe starts now.
Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night, and it is time once again for Spanning the Globe. This is our Christmas special. I want to thank you for joining us all. I want to remind everybody this show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Ever Leathering, by Ashley Southern Designs, and by Unique Championship Belts. And if you're watching us on YouTube, that portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers in Kayfabe podcast. Be sure to check them out on Linktree and on Apple Podcasts. They do a great job. They'll talk about ECW and WWE. Landon and Jake do a great job. We appreciate their partnership on making the YouTube portion of the show possible. And I'd also want to give a special shout out to the Double Dropkick podcast. Kevin Davenport, our good friend, does a really fine job, does some great interviews. And he is having a special show this Saturday night. It's going to be on at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and it's going to commemorate the 1,000 subscriber mark for Double Dropkick Podcast. We're going to have a belt giveaway and a bunch of other prizes and a lot of fun. So be sure you check that out Saturday night at 6:30, December 21st. So without further ado, I want to bring on my other co-hosts. Mr. Richard Ward, a.k.a. The Warden.
I'm an angry elf.
You're an angry elf. You sure are. Don't get mad at me. Don't get, I just work here. I also want to bring on tonight Mr. Andy B.
Hey, everybody.
From Love Those Wrestling Belts. Thank you very much for joining us.
Andy.
Hey.
Be sure you join Love Those Wrestling Belts as well. They have a lot of great content and a lot of drama-free stuff in there. So,
Me?
And last but not least, Mr. Ben Walker from Championship Belt Brothers.
How's it going, everybody? Happy holidays.
Good evening.
I know.
I know
Happy holidays.
Let's take a peek at some of our commenters real quick before we bring our special guest on. We have a very special guest backstage, and I've been looking for this for quite a while. Mr. Kirk Hall, good evening.
Hey,
What's
Kirk.
up, Kurt?
Always our first commenter. Rick Hernandez.
What's up,
Probably
Ricky?
Ricky, what's up, Ricky?
Probably doing some stoning work while watching the show or listening to
You
the
did
show.
some great work.
Jim Meals.
What's
Hey,
up,
Jim.
Jim?
Chris Raines.
What's up, Chris?
Chris.
Ethan Thompson.
Ethan, what's
What's up,
going on,
Ethan?
bro?
Platinum Swords.
There he is.
Platinum, what's up?
And we can officially start the show.
We're official.
Nor
We're
we're
official.
official.
That's right.
That's right. Number one in our book as well. Mark Laverty, aka Ultimate Cuddles.
Mr. Laverne.
What's up, Laverty?
Man,
I know him too.
I know him
I
too.
know him.
kinda.
Yeah. Wrestling Bonkers watches from the UK. Thank you for
What's
watching.
up, Wrestling
What's up,
Bonkers?
Bonkers? What's up?
Jason Cortez.
There he is.
What's
Hey,
up,
Jason.
Jason?
Hope you're doing well, Jason.
Yeah, hope you're doing well. Hope you're recovering.
Yeah.
Lane Ledford.
Hey, Lane.
Hey, Lane.
Good evening. Oh, got to do it. Not for sale. Oh, let me get the comment down. Not for sale. Don't even ask.
Jason's got that
I won't say a word.
coquito going.
I won't say a word.
The
But
other
all
day-
that wants is bells for Christmas.
No, that's the
think
counterpunch.
I gotta take a picture. Here we go.
Uh,
All right. Would you settle for me instead?
you're just beating the head of the table there, man.
Yeah, head of the table. There you go. Okay, so let's before I continue with the rest of the comments, I'll bring our special guest on. I'll put the comments up as we go because he's joining us from work. We'll bring to the stage Mr. Wade Dakota Robertson. Welcome to Spinning the Globe.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Festivus.
Happy
Festivus.
Festivus, Merry Kwanzaa.
That's right.
We cover it all.
You celebrate Kwanzaa?
I celebrate Festivus,
Okay.
the test of strength.
No, it's an inside joke. It's an inside.
So before we get to
up,
Wade's
Kev?
story, I want to start the show off with the belt of the week as we normally do. So we'll get started with that. And I also want to show off a belt that he just got for me for Releather. So let's start that off. Okay, I got the belt in my lap, and I'm gonna put the video up real quick. It's heavy. This is for my personal collection. I just finished a Releather on it this last week. In fact, I did it at the same time I was working on Wade's belt. This is the WCCW. That's not it. That's not it. Sorry.
Like
This is it. This is the WCCW Heavyweight Championship. Wait, I'm gonna mute you for a second. There you go. There we go. Okay. This is WCCW Heavyweight Championship, a unique championship belts on my leather. Very happy with this belt. This is like the fourth or fifth one I've had. And I think I finally got the plates correct on this, the dimensions. May not be, but I'm done. I'm not doing any more. So
that's what we all say.
yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of work to relive this belt. But I'm very happy with the leather cut I did. I got a little smoother transition over the top of that main plate. It's dual plated. Got the shell tooling, clamshell tooling. What I did notice, I never noticed before as I was doing this build, is there are no North American or USA plates. They're all foreign. You got Asia, Africa, Europe, and what was the other one? I got it right here. Europe, Asia, Africa, and hold on a second.
But to be honest with you, the
Middle East.
Middle East. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
the shape of the continents doesn't. I mean, they all look like fireworks on the side plate.
Yeah.
You can't really see the continents very well.
Yeah. Let me go back. Okay, let me go right there. I was wanting to put the WCWA in the panel next to it, but there wasn't enough room, so I put it in that box. I'm not real happy with that, but
still looks good. I like it.
Thank you. It's just gonna be on
actually like it with or without. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, I didn't even texture that snap box, so I'm very happy with it so far.
Great.
It's gone into my.
I think if I was to get one, I would have to do the texture box, snap box.
Yeah, and I don't know what the original was. I never did see a picture of the original snap boxes.
It
here's
just
the
makes
here's
it
the
look
backing.
so crisp.
Here's the backing.
The best backing in the business, right there, everybody.
Thank you.
The best.
Very happy
Nobody.
When Sir Mix-a-Lot made that song, "Baby Got Back," he was talking about Mark.
Yes, he was. Look at that.
Now the belt tip I got from Wrestling Superstore because the belt tips that come from overseas, they're nice, but they're heavy and they're bulky.
Mm-hmm.
So Wrestling Superstore sells them the same. They're exactly the same as what comes on WWE Shop.
Yep.
So
we're on the big screen tonight.
Oh, nice. Okay, you want to put those comments up while I'm doing this?
Yep.
Okay.
Last one was.
Okay, now I just reloaded the belt for Wade, and Wade hit me up to do this belt. I was very reluctant to do it. Wade was persistent. Because and the reason I was afraid of doing this because he got a diamond in the rough. He got a IWGP V4, the actual official replica, and got it for basically a steal. And I didn't think I could do it justice. And he said, "I think you could do it." And I hawed around about for a little bit. Did we lose him? Oh, he's there. Okay.
No, he's there. You got him on mute.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'll unmute him real quick. There you go. Okay. And so I finally agreed to do it. I had a little trouble with getting the tip off because they used some industrial strength glue. But here's the front of it. This was before I finished the backing, but this is the tooling I did.
Great job.
Yeah, thank you. The plates are beautiful. It's a lighter weight than what I've had before from the makers because the back of the plates are hollow. Also, didn't put the nameplate on yet. Hadn't put the nameplate on it yet.
Birdie. Nice.
It's a beautiful, beautiful belt.
Wow, I love the border right around where the side plates go around.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous, Mark. Gorgeous.
But to get the tip off, I had to drill out the leather. I had to cut the strap and drill the leather out.
Drill, baby, drill.
And because of that, the drill bit slipped. I broke a drill bit off. I scratched the tip a little bit because of the drill bit slipping, but Wade was cool with it.
No big deal.
So I got it back on the new belt, so he's very happy with it. I'm happy he's happy with it. I'm very relieved.
It looks very nice, and the leather actually accommodates that belt a lot. Their shop leather is totally different than the WWE shop leather, and you couldn't have done a better job.
This is heavy. That's big.
That's what she said.
But I want to thank Wade for his trust and his confidence in me and his repeat business. I've done a lot of your belts.
Yep.
So
98% of them.
But the reason I brought Wade on the show tonight was not just to show off that belt, but Wade told me a story. He hinted at this story a while back, and I said, I want to hear the story. So we set aside a night where we could actually do a phone call. He told me the story, and I got chills up my spine. The hair on the back of my neck stood up. And I just felt like this was an appropriate time of year for him to tell this story. So without further ado, I will turn the stage over to you, Wade.
Anytime I can share this story, it's an honor to be on the show, for one, to be able to talk to your audience. And anytime I can share this story and hopefully make people actually sit and think about the simplest things in life are more important than arguments. And Ben would tell you this. When I first came into the hobby, I was, oh man, I can't believe you messed that belt up. It's just a belt. And I've had to remind Ben some of those stories and calm us down, with some of the jargon that's going on behind the scenes. But with that said, today is actually the 5-year anniversary of me having a massive heart attack. I had the Widowmaker.
Oh, wow.
And basically did not know that. The weekend before I went into the hospital, that Monday, I had been working out. I probably weighed about 285. I had been working out and, just trying to get back in shape and stuff. And that weekend, my chest was hurting, and I thought I pulled a muscle, and it hurt so bad that when I breathe, sometimes it was just like, oh, what'd I do? So I was like, I'm going to just stay at home this weekend and, take a chill pill. And if I don't feel good by Monday, I'll go to the doctor, and then by the time Sunday rolled around, I was feeling better. So Monday rolled around, I went to work, make a long story short there. I jumped in and went to work, and I was driving a truck at the time, a semi. So I drove over to Kentucky, about 20 or 30 miles from Cincinnati, where I'm at, to pick up a trailer, or actually to drop a trailer, I'm sorry. And when I was cranking the trailer down, I just, it felt like my chest caved in. I couldn't breathe. I broke out in a sweat. And it felt like somebody was stabbing me under my armpit, my left arm. And I couldn't even raise my left arm. Couldn't catch my breath.
Wow.
And I was just like, man, what is going on? So rolled the windows down in the truck, turned the AC on, bobtailed back all the way to Cincinnati. And if you don't know what bobtailing is, it's just driving the truck without the trailer. I drove back into the office, walked into the office, and everybody looked at me and said, "Man, you all right?" Kind of leaned up against the wall in the crouch position and said, "I don't know, man. I think somebody better call an ambulance. I think I might be having a heart attack." So lo and behold, the ambulance shows up. Didn't take them long. They told me to open my mouth, pop these little tablets under my tongue, and whew, I felt better. I was like, "Man, what was it? You know, my sugar?" And they was like, they took the, blood pressure and all that, and they said, "You're having a heart attack, dude." So in the ambulance, I went, "What hospital do you want to go to?" I said, "At this point, does it really matter?" So we went to Jewish Hospital, which was ironic because that's where I was born. Rolled in. They took me straight to downstairs. They said, bypass, check in, all that. Took me downstairs, and the doctor talked to me. He said, "All indications showing that you're having a massive heart attack. We're just going to go and take a peek and see what's going on." Cool. They put me in this room, and it's shaped like a stop sign, like a hexagon. And there's people up in the glass windows. I remember this video plain as day. They rolled me in, and there was music playing, and all these different people were in the robes and the gurneys and all that stuff. And they rolled me over there, and I was just sitting there listening to music as they put my legs up over my head and start shaving my leg and my arms and my chest, and just started putting stuff all over me. And I'm like, "This is kind of weird." And she was like, "What are you saying?" And I was like, "I only thought they did this stuff in the movies, like listening to music and stuff." "Oh, no, we do this stuff, I was like, "Cool." She was like, "Do you want to hear something?" And I said, "Yeah, yes, I do." And she said, "What do you want to hear?" And I said, "Can I hear Iron Maiden, the Trooper?" And they were like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" Calm me down, because I'm in this cold ass room, butt naked, and they're shaving me with razors, and I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
So Doc comes in. He says, "We're gonna go up through your leg and take a peek, and this shouldn't take that long, but you'll be awake for the whole thing. You can look at the screen if you want, and just relax. We got you here, yada yada yada." And as he's talking, my arm's getting like really cold and warm, and I looked down, and they had drugged me, and I was like, "Oh, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, whatever." So he says, "You're gonna feel a pinch. I'm gonna count to 3, and you're gonna feel a pinch," and that's me inserting, and the camera's going up through your leg. So, all right, cool. So right before he did it, I'll never forget this moment. Iron Maiden came on, and Bruce Dickerson was like, "You take my life, and I'll take yours too." And as soon as he said that, he stuck me. Bang! I was gone. I was out, out like a light. The last thing I remember is I was standing looking back at the table and the people around me. But I heard this music. It was very faint, and it was beautiful. It was like trumpets. It was just so awesome. Never heard notes, never heard the purity of this music in my life. So I looked back at the table, and I walked through the door. And when I walked through the door, I could hear the music coming down from the hallway. And I turned to look down the hallway, and down at the end of the hall was a door with this light that seemed like it was 2 miles away if it was 3 miles away. But the closer that I walked towards that door and the light, I can't explain the colors. It reminded me of a welder's light. It was so bright, but the colors, you could see the colors vivid. Never seen colors like this before in my life. And I kept walking towards that door and that light. And I kept looking back, but the closer I got, the more beautiful that music was. And it was like, I just had to find out who was playing that music or where it was coming from. Got to the door. I was standing in front of the door, it's light. And at that moment, I'm getting goosebumps right now. At that moment, I had never in my entire life, I'm 52 years old, I have never in that moment felt so much love, compassion, and belonging and acceptance as I ever felt when I was standing right there. And the music was clear as day. And as I was going through that door, I heard, "Wade, wake up." And I stopped and I looked back behind me and I said, what? And then something said, just go on in. And I went to go through that door and it said, Wade, wake up. And I looked back one more time. And as I put my hand right up to the light, I heard, Wade, wake up. And then I woke up and the doctor was rubbing my chest like this. Wade, wake up. And I was like, what? And then I just started crying. And he was like, welcome back, my man. We had some problems. Glad you're here. Next day, he's telling me everything. He didn't tell me quite the whole story that happened. But later, months later, they said that I had coded for 1:20 seconds.
Wow.
And I had a DNR that I didn't even know I had. The nurses kept telling him, he's got a DNR. He's got a DNR. He said he didn't give a shit. Excuse my French. He said he didn't give a shit. I was important to somebody, and he wasn't going to ruin his Christmas. And he ignored it, and he told me that I was seconds away from getting my chest cracked open. And then, like 4 or 5 months later, he told me that, I had coded for 1:20 seconds. And the thing about it was the next morning when we were talking before anything, I was like, who was the composer of that music? And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I heard this most beautiful music. And who was the composer? Because the melody stuck in my head and I'm chasing it. And he was like, we turned the music off when we had a problem with you because besides me coding, I had a reaction to the anesthesia and I tried to get up off the table during the procedure.
Wow.
So the procedure should have took 20 minutes. It was over an hour before I came to, and everything else happened. And I was probably in there for about 4 or 5 days. My buddy Mike came and picked me up. Probably one of the biggest kind of non-believers, but when I told him the story, it changed him and it changed his whole perspective on life. And at that moment, at that hospital, everything I had a question about life, God, everybody always says, what happens when you die, that moment, everything was answered for me. Like you can't tell me there isn't something beyond this life or beyond what we call, your soul or whatever. There's something that happens. And, a lot of people was like, well, maybe it was just your brain preparing you for death. And that's how you deal with it. And if you believe that, you're whatever. I know what I experienced. I know what I felt, and I know how it changed me around. And Ben knows I was high strung, not angry all the time, but just on the edge sometimes. And today's the fifth year anniversary that I'm still here. So
Wow.
I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for all the friends that I got in my life and the people that you have as far as the positive energy. You did take that back, and all the negative stuff I think is just a waste of time, because you don't get that part back.
Right.
And I am very thankful. A couple of you guys know about me and Tara, and she's coming home, and I'm very thankful for that.
That's great.
And I think God gives you blessings when you're around good stuff like that. But it just makes you think of, how quick it could have happened. That could have been pulled away. I was 48 years old when it happened. So,
wow. God
We're
bless
glad
you.
you were here, or you're here with us tonight, and that you
absolutely
to tell this beautiful story. I mean, it's kind of a scary story because what could have happened, but it's beautiful because of what could have happened. It's just a double-edged sword. So
best Christmas ever. I mean,
it's a very inspiring story. It really is.
You're living on the edge, and you're here, but you're here, and then you're not where you're supposed to be. And sometimes you get that butt kicking that you need. And it ain't the first time I've had a butt kicking from the man upstairs, but I really listened about this one. So after that, it was all about what I'm here for a reason. Use me however you want to use me. Let's go. I'm ready for the ride. I'm buckled in.
That's what that means, Wade. You're here for a reason.
Yep. I tell the story, and a lot of people that I've told the story to has been obese or diabetics or something like that, and they have just started dieting and things like that. Because I told them, I said, hey man, this is where I was, and as soon as I started living, because your body's a temple. As soon as I started living the right way and eating the right way, I dropped 30, 40 pounds quick. So bang.
Wow.
And I'm thankful when they opened up the arteries, because I was 98% block going in, 100% going out. So I was ready to explode. If I would have went home that night and just ignored it, I would have died. So my thing is listen to your body. We as men are like, I'll go to the doctor if I don't get better. That's just how we are.
Hard headed.
Yes. But listen to your body. Think about your loved ones. Think about your kids, your grandkids, whatever you got. And don't put yourself first. You just go take care of it. Anything that happens to me now, it's like, I'm going to the doctor. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you told me that story the first time, I was just like, my jaw just dropped. And I'd seen TV shows, documentaries, read stories about people tell similar experiences. And you hear all these people that try to debunk this by saying, well, it's just something your brain, your nervous system does. But everybody tells pretty much the same story. Things they can't explain, vivid colors, the most beautiful music. And people are different. So I just don't buy that argument that it's something your brain and nervous, because your brain and nervous system isn't functioning at that time.
Right.
I mean,
when I got out of the hospital, Mark, and I sit there, like when I go to the walking with these walks that I do and stuff like that, I hear things different, and I listen to nature. I see things different. Everything is different, visually, hearing, smelling. It's just I'm more in tune to the nature of things, and more in tune to people. I see somebody that's. I'll tell you this story real quick. I was over at Target the other day, and this little girl, she was trying to pick out something that she wanted, and it might have been her dad or grandfather. I don't know. They were foreign, and he was like, "It's $27," and she looked at the thing that she wanted, but she got something else. I saw what she wanted. I grabbed it and I walked up behind them and I said, "Here, I'm paying for this." And they just looked at me like, "Why would you do this?" And I'm like, "I'm the Santa Claus that keeps giving." Because I just walked out of the store, and it made her day. And that's just who I am, And I see somebody with a sign, "Hey, I'm hungry for food." I'll go to Chick-fil-A and buy them $30 worth of food and then take them and put them in a hotel. I'm doing that stuff now more, and I'm seeing things more than I've ever seen before. And I grew up on a farm where everybody knew the neighbors. Everybody was helping. "Hey, I'm getting a deer. Do you guys want one?" "Yeah." "We're killing a cow. Do you want half of the cow?" "Yeah." And there was a barter system. We traded this for that and that and this. You left your doors unlocked. America needs to get back to that, and people need to get back to that. Help if you can. Help if you can, and do what you can. Like, Ben knows all the figures I have. I went through them. I cleaned the garage out, so next time I have to move or something, I ain't got many more. You know where they went? Toys for Tots. They never been open. There they are. Boom, done. We had a big drive here at work, so that's what I did. I got a ham from work today. I'm donating that to tomorrow morning. So
you also donated some belts to be releathered, and I don't want to talk about that so much as I want to talk about the stop you made at the quick stop and the kid.
Yeah. So
tell the story.
I was going up to Mendoza's to drop off my IWGP World title and the Rocky belt that I customized into a wrestling belt, and I got Lou Thasz's picture on it, Nick Bockwinkel, Harley Race, and Bruno on it, because I think those are the four greatest world champions. That you go back and watch their stuff. But anyways, probably about 2 exits before Mendoza's, I stopped at this gas station, get something to drink, and got my stuff, come back out to the car and sit down, and I seen this kid come out with this, I guess it was his grandmother. And he looked like he had special needs, but he was decked out in the John Cena. He looked like what The Rock would say, the Crayola crown box colors. It was just dope. And I was like, John Cena, huh? Yeah. And he was like, "You can't see me, like this. You can't see me thing." And I was like, "Oh, I can see you. Come here for a minute." Can he come over here? And she said, yeah. And I opened up the back door, and I had like, I took like 12, 13 belts up to Mendoza to donate them, to give them to people that don't have belts and stuff like that. And he picked the one out that was probably the only WWE belt that I ever had. And I said, it's yours. Take off with it, you know. And she took pictures of me and him together, and it was pretty cool. And then I drove on over to Mendoza's, and I really didn't really think about it. And I told Mendoza about it, and I was just like, it didn't dawn on me to say, there's certain things that happen in your life, and you got to be available to accept it, or you ignore it. And if you ignore it, you may miss the greatest thing that could ever happen to you in your life, basically.
Right.
Wow, man.
That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah.
And that's why I told Grandpa, Mr. Walker, to calm down, because all these guys were, you know, and Mark the same way, calm down. It ain't worth it. The negative energy is not worth it.
Yeah.
You're feeding into the devil side of things.
What's up,
So,
Scott?
you know, I'm not the biggest religious guy in the world, but, you know, I have become a big believer in what the Bible teaches and what he wants me to do. So I hope that helps somebody. Just be with your family and love every moment.
What's up, Jerry?
Yelling at your kid or yelling at your other love spouse, it's just not worth it, because you're not guaranteed the next 20 minutes or the next 13 seconds. You know,
Right.
I could go to work, finish my job, and then go home and then be done. And I'm glad I got to finally do this interview with you guys, because we talked about doing this and it just never worked out for whatever reason. And then when we talked about it, doing it before Christmas, I said, let's do it. That's it. We set it up.
Situations like this, Wade, is why I always tell everybody I talk to, like these guys too, when you hang up the phone, whether you go to work, you always say, I love you to that person.
Right.
Because you don't know what the next day holds.
Right.
Yeah.
Rihanna, I'll tell you one small story, and that's why I've never get off the phone without telling my daughter I love her. We never say goodbye. We always say later.
Yeah.
If she says goodbye and she knows she says goodbye and we hang up, she calls me right back and says, I meant to say later, Dad. We don't say goodbye. We never have.
Yeah.
Rihanna was somebody that before I met Tara, I was with. She helped me get through the divorce that I was heading down the path. We had the same interest in music, everything. So she finished her last semester in college. She called me. She graduated. Yada yada yada. She's going out with her friends tonight and her teachers and all that stuff. And I said, okay, just don't drink and drive. She liked her wine, and she said, I won't. You should know me better than that. I'll talk to you later. And she hung up. And this is when I was playing music and I was on the road. And I'll never forget it. I was in Fargo, North Dakota. Then that next morning, 6 a.m, they called me and said, Rihanna's gone. She took a turn too fast because she had a lead foot. She had one of those little 2-seater BMWs. She went around the corner, flipped her car. She got thrown from the car, and a car hit her, and it killed her. And the one thing that she said before we got off the phone, she says, we need to talk when you get home. And I was like, oh, here it comes. Here comes the negative. I'm done or whatever. But that wasn't the case. I never found out what it was until 4 months later when her grandmother told me that she was 2 months pregnant. So I know that the signs were there to, straighten my stuff up and all that stuff. But it's just like, that's when I became man, what have I done to deserve this, God? And I went off of God, blah, blah, and I just didn't listen, It wasn't God. Things happen for a reason. Whatever that reason was, it happened. I don't hate. I don't blame. And just probably about a year ago, I finally went to her grave. I've never went to her grave. And Niagara Falls. I finally let it go. And I had my peace. And it still sucks today, but I know it wasn't nothing that I could have done. It's not God's fault. Stuff happens for a reason. And you can't blame the situation for, you just got to keep going.
Right.
And you got to think positive. And I know that now after the heart attack, so there's something a lot better when we're gone. We're not gone. It's not the end. This is just the beginning. And I kind of felt cheated, when the heart attack happened and all that, because like I said, when I stood at that door, I never felt that much belonging, love, and compassion that I have ever felt in my life, so
Yeah.
But then it was like, here's the reality. The man upstairs wants you to do something. You got to do it. You got to finish this. Basically what Cody said, you got to finish the story. Whatever it is, I'm doing it.
We greatly appreciate you sharing that story. It's very inspiring. It really, really deeply affected me because this is my first time hearing that experience firsthand. It's usually I see it on TV or read about it. So to know somebody's been through that, it's powerful.
I believe in miracles, buddy. I really do. I believe in not coincidences. I believe in miracles.
Well, you're a walking miracle, that's for sure.
I believe that God puts people in your lives for a reason, and all you guys are in my life for a reason. Antonio Mendoza is in my life for a reason. Jermaine, God love that man, is in my life for a reason. He's always checking in on me. How you doing? Because I've had a couple of medical scares, but I don't tell a lot of things. I don't say a lot of things. I just keep it down on the down low. And if it's really bad, then I let, hey man, Ben, my blood count, I don't know what to think. And he's the one that says, hey, just stay positive, and you don't know until you know. And then you deal with the situation as it comes. And if you do it, if you face your life that way, things make sense. Things are a lot easier. You just got to take it, and don't take it for granted.
Yep.
Don't take it for granted.
Just like James Mills said right there. That comment says it all right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one day.
We've lost a lot of good members in the hobby, and I'm just thankful we didn't lose you too.
I mean, think about Danny, man. He lost his son, what was a month before, and then he wind up,
Yeah, car accident. Yep.
Yeah, and he had a car accident a month later, and he was gone.
I was very new to the hobby, so with that being said, I've kept a handful of friends in the hobby that I like, and you guys are the ones that I talk to the most. Jermaine, I talk to as much as I can. Dustin King, Antonio, when he's not too busy. I know without a shadow of a doubt, any time of the day or something, I can send a message and say, hey man, I need to talk. Because the medicine they had me on had me all whacked out, so I didn't know if I was coming or going. I didn't know if I was losing my mind or whatever. And it was just, you got to stay focused. You got to stay, because the devil will try to do everything he can to mess that goodness up, no matter what.
Yeah.
So you just got to stay focused and just stay at it. If you think it's the right thing to do, then follow your heart. You can't never go wrong. But if I might be a little hungover tomorrow, and this might not be a good idea, then don't do it. That right there tells you all. Same way in the hobby. Don't feed into the gobbledygook. Don't feed into it.
Yeah.
He tells me that all the time. I gotta, he helps me focus better and give me a better sense of balance. He stays on my butt. I gotta listen to this guy.
It's the positivity, man. The positivity.
He stays on me, man. And if it wasn't for Wade, I probably would have exploded on a lot of stuff that's gone on. But it always comes back to, hey man, you gotta you have your own health issues. You have your own, your family and everything. Think about that. And that's when I step back and I'm able to reset and get go back and go back to a better focus. It's this guy right here all the time
he's a walking,
years.
talking miracle, man.
For years. So he told me the story, and it touched. It hit me deep. And I told him that day when he told me, I was like, you were at the gates.
Yep.
You were at the
honestly
gates.
believe that. I honestly believe that. And I don't. It's the thing with the belts. This was the funniest thing. You're just doing that to gain brownie points or whatever. No, I do what my heart tells me to and what feels right. And telling the stories the same way. That's just people that just doesn't have nothing better else to do with their life. You know what I'm saying? So what I do with my time and my situation, that's me. And I hope that it helps another person out. And I always said, and I told my daughter, if I have made one difference in anybody's life throughout the music business, NASCAR, whatever, all the stuff that I've done, because I'm very lucky to have been able to do some of the stuff that I've done in my life. A lot of people don't know what I've done or whatever. I don't go out flaunting it. But when people say, well, I don't believe you did that. Okay, you can believe whatever you want. Here it is. And like I was telling Ben, I told him about, and Mark, about Tiny. When Tiny passed, I was devastated because my daughter and him had a relationship. He basically took her as that's my godchild now. Okay, and they talked a lot. So I was determined to get a figure for her and for me, and he helped me do that because those little steps and those little emotions, and she'll never forget that. And that's just the way it is. So I don't have to prove nothing to nobody that if you know me, you know who I am. Period.
Thank you for your story, man.
Yeah, and thank you for your friendship. It's greatly treasured.
Brotherhood.
You started out as a leather customer, but you became a good friend, and I appreciate you always keeping in contact with me and keeping me updated.
Absolutely.
And I'm very happy for you, not just for that situation, but the fact that your girlfriend came back to you.
Yeah, she was going through she's going through a lot of stuff with her family and Asians, like Ben told me, Asians are all about their family, and she didn't think, she just did. And when she got up there, the situation's still pretty grim for one of her relatives, but she misses my silliness and stupidness is what she said, but I think she meant to say something else. But can I come home? And I said, well, you really didn't have to leave, because I told her, I said, take what you need, but if you want to come back, just come on back. But she was determined that, hey, she's going, I should move with her. That's just how they are. It hurt, it sucked, and I prayed about it, and I thought about it, and if it was meant to be, it was going to happen. And she's on her way home, hopefully after the first of the year. And I've missed her, and it's a building. I think it's more of a test that I've been put on for our love. I love that woman more than I could ever imagine, because she's showed me something about myself I didn't know. And she's taught me a lot about myself that I didn't know. And I will be forever thankful for her. So she was put in my life for a reason. She lost her husband, cancer or whatever, and we both were on this path, and it just happened. So, and like I said, I'll be forever thankful for this woman.
Well, I told you on the phone the other night, I was happy when you got engaged to her, but I'm more happy for you now that you got a second chance with her.
Yes. And it shows you how strong love is. Yeah. My buddies that I don't talk to no more, because they still live the lifestyle that they've been living since they were 20 years old, drinking, coking, whatever. I have an occasional drink, but I don't party like that and stuff like that. They would say, "Oh, just forget about it. Let's go out and get you a girl," and I knew it was deeper than that for me. I haven't opened my heart up to nobody since Rihanna's passing, which was 2008 or 10 or something like that. I'd have to go back and look, but it's been a long time. And my daughter was 2 at the time, so she's 24 now, so 20 some years. Actually letting somebody in, and I think it has a lot to do with the positivity that's in my life, and having the God in your life and living the right way.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like I said,
Well, again, thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being a friend.
No problem.
Thank you, man.
I want everybody to have a good Christmas, a good New Year's, and just stay positive and just be with your families.
Yeah.
Don't let the politics, don't let all this other bullcrap ruin the family. You can. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to do this and that, but when it comes down to it, all you got's your family. I ain't got nobody here. Right here in Cincinnati, I got my friends and stuff, and then I got my people down in Kentucky.
You got me, Wade. I'm in town.
Yeah, I know. I got you too, but there's some families that have big celebrations and stuff, and I haven't had that in years. But I have a peace of mind, and I know what I know, and I'm happy. It doesn't matter as long as I like. This is the season that I like giving. I give a lot. I don't care about getting or taking or whatever. I give a lot. I give so much and give so much. This is the year for it, And every Christmas I try to outdo myself.
And for those of you who may already know, I've told this story before. This man is the one responsible for those dome glow plates that I showed off a few weeks ago.
No.
Now, I appreciate that. But you surprised me. I was not expecting that. So thank you again for that.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I can attest to your generosity.
Yeah, I think Mendoza was expecting me to bring just 2 belts, and I wound up taking 15 or 16 of them up there.
Wow.
And just saying, here, give them to the kids, give them to whoever, and we honestly, that was the first time I ever met him, and we stood outside of his house and we sat there and we talked, and once we got to talking, it was like, oh man, it's been hour and a half, 2 hours. I got to get going, and that's the kind of guy he is too. He's a very honest, open guy.
Right.
Musician, drummer, just like me, and that's something I'm getting back into, the love for music. It's just not all about the hobby of the belts or anything. I met a lot of great people in this hobby. Forever thankful, but it's I'm doing what the doctor told me to about my brain and all that. Memory reflex is good, so I started playing music again. Went to the storage unit, pulled out the old guitars, and polished them up, and here I am doing that stuff now. And gave my best friend Mike a freaking guitar that he's been wanting for 15 years, and I had one in storage and forgot completely all about it.
Wow.
That's
Christmas.
cool,
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been wanting one of these forever.
That is cool.
How'd you know?
We had talked about it. It's a Ibanez, a green swirl. This thing, 1990s, and I forgot all about the thing. And I was trying to sneak it into the apartment before he got to my place that day, and he saw the guitar cases. He was like, "What is it?" And I was like, "Well, it's early birthday present here, or Christmas present. Here you go." He popped that thing out, and then it was like, "Oh!" He was like, "Where did you get this?" So. Pretty cool stuff, man, just to see the people's reactions. It's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It is.
Especially the kid. The kid got a belt, and he, better than any shop belt, that you could imagine. So
I'm sure he'll remember that the rest of his life.
That's all it's about, man. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
And if I'm on his wall, a big poster of me and him standing together, great. And it was crazy because I had the Great Muda t-shirt on. So it was like, what is going on with this?
Wow.
He had the purple. He had the purple, the pink, the Lucky Charms look of the John Cena stuff going on. The wristbands. He was decked out. It looked like he just come from a John Cena, signing or something like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool, and paths crossed for a reason.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah. And you were spared for a reason. You're making the most of it. I admire you for that.
Absolutely.
Second chance.
I'll keep doing it till the day I go, man.
Awesome. Well, Wade, is there anything else you want to talk about while you're with us?
No, I got a couple belts coming in, but other than that, I just hope everybody has an awesome Christmas this year, and just, man, just be thankful for every day. Be thankful for every day. Spend time with your kids, your grandkids, whatever. Man, because they grow up quick. My grandson's growing up quick.
Too quick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's an awesome life we live. It's over in the blink of an eye. And people that says, well, we're very insignificant in the universe. No, we're very significant. There's a reason why we're here. We're just not an accident.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you look at all this beauty around us, Grand Canyon, the mountains, everything is in perfect order. That doesn't happen by accident.
No, and January 25th, I think it is. If you got telescope or whatever, all the planets in the solar system are going to be in line for the first time, and it's going to be awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know about that one. I didn't know about that. I have to look that up.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All of them in straight line.
They're starting buying bread, toilet paper,
bread and milk, bread and milk.
Right, the sky is falling. The sky. Is falling.
Yeah.
Don't forget the bread and water.
Yeah.
Go right to Porter John's for the extra toilet paper. What? Squirrel.
Yeah. Well, Wade, thank you again so much for coming on with us. Thank you for sharing that story. I just thought this would be a good opportunity, with Christmas being around the corner, and I want everybody else to hear that story because I was touched by it. So,
well, I appreciate it, and thanks for the time, and I appreciate being on the show. And hopefully, we'll come back and we'll talk about the upcoming Wrestle Kingdom. You guys should see, Ben. You should talk more about the Wrestle Kingdom that's coming up. And I know there's a lot of people. I mean, that doesn't watch the Japanese wrestling, but it's getting very interesting over in Japan.
That's in 3 weeks. Oh man.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm hoping I have my world title back by then, so I can sit there and watch it in my Tanahashi boxers that I got. Yeah.
We at least got the IWGP. So.
Oh, not Tanahashi, Naito. Why did I say Tanahashi?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on a Saturday this year too.
Yeah, and then Dynasty's the next day. In the Tokyo Dome. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's no longer 2 days. They just went back to 1 day. But
right.
It's always 3 shows in a row. So
it's going to be a good show, man.
Cool.
It's the part of the July, and Wrestle Kingdom July is my Grand Sumo. I love watching that stuff. I watch all the tournaments as I can, and then I gear up for Wrestle Kingdom. So that's my love of wrestling. And then, when Wrestle Kingdom's gone, then I'll jump back to the 1950s and 60s and start watching, some old wrestling that a lot of people don't even know that it exists. And you start watching that stuff. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night and have a good rest of your show.
Thanks, man.
You too.
Thank you, Wade.
Thanks,
Peace,
Wade.
love.
Really appreciate you coming on.
God bless, man.
We'll be talking.
Happy Festivus.
For the rest of us.
See you guys.
Thanks, Wade.
Take care,
All right,
Wade.
man. Have a good day.
Thank you, man.
Wade Dakota Robertson.
Wow.
Powerful story. I just knew you guys would like that story.
Incredible.
Yeah.
My wife said she was crying through the whole story.
I wanted to. I held up.
Watching it.
We were doing a video chat.
That's why I had to mute out.
It'll put a lump in
I
your
had to
throat,
mute out
man.
and turn my camera off. Yeah.
It did.
I know some of you guys out there watching right now, you weren't cutting onions. You was listening to what that message was. That was deep, man. That was some deep stuff that he told us,
short.
and and
Absolutely.
and especially, I mean, we've had it recently in the belt hobby, some toxic interactions. It's not worth it. It's not. Don't focus on that. We need to go back to doing the right thing, doing a good thing. Not focusing on that toxic element. This whole year we've been going through it. This whole year.
Yeah.
Let's end this year and start the next year on a good note, and that right there is a lead in right there, just his testament that we got to listen to.
The perfect lead in.
Yeah.
Oh, he is, man.
He is.
He is, man. I tell you, man. I talk to Wade daily. I talk to these guys daily. I talk to Jermaine daily. He harasses me. He was just harassing me not too long ago. But we all here for the same reason. You know what I mean? We all have that love for wrestling, especially wrestling belts and figures and autographs and stuff like that. Beefing over this stuff is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
fighting and calling each other names over these belts.
Leather and metal.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yep. You're stealing my final thought, guys. Come on, give me a break here.
I know, my bad. We still got a whole hour before we even get to that. So
you're leaving it better, and I haven't even found it yet.
I know, man, but that's just how it is, man.
All I want is world peace and a girl with Netflix. There you go. Somebody had to make us laugh.
I skipped this part because of the fact that we had Wade on, and he was at work. I need him to get back.
Leave it to Liberty.
So I skipped over this part. I do have some belts for sale and a figure. I had 2 figures for sale, but Ben got the early bird special. I still have this Crumb Rind by Rizwan Mirza. My shop Rind's on its way back after being reloaded by Antonio Mendoza. I appreciate it very much. I'm very excited to get that back. I don't need 2 Crumb Rinds, so I'm selling this one, and I'm selling it for $650 shipped. It will be on the sales post tomorrow, or if you want this belt, hit me up. If you want to do payment plans, because that's a sticky point with some people, I might consider doing that. But hit me up after the show, or it will be on the sales post tomorrow. I also have this NWA Georgia TV Championship. That's by Unique Spirit, and it's on my leather. And I'm letting this one go for $275 shipped. And last but not least, I have this one, this beauty. This is a Hogan 86 by Great Custom Belts. It's CNC plates, dual plated. It's got a very nice beefy tip on it. It's not on my leather; it's on their leather. And the only reason I'm selling this one is because I've got a Hogan 84. I'm getting ready to re-leather for myself, and I'd rather keep that one and the Winged Eagle. I'm getting ready to re-leather, and I don't have the room for all of them, so I'm gonna let this one go for $300 shipped. Again, these will all be on the sales post tomorrow. But if you think you might want one of these, hit me up in my PMs after the show. And the belt of the week, once again, is this world-class heavyweight championship belt by Unique Championship Belts, dual plated. He did a beautiful job on that. That's on my leather, and I have it right here. It's not for sale, by the way, so don't even bother asking. Stealing Chris's thing. This thing's heavy.
Put the sign up.
Yeah, this thing's heavy.
That's what she said.
Yeah. This is it right here. And I never noticed. I've had 3 or 4 of these in my possession. Never noticed there is no United States or North America plate on here. So, which is cool. Here's the back of it. Snap box with the WCWA on there. And then over here on this other side, it's covered up by the tip. Get WCWA in smaller letters. I can't get the angle right here. Hang on a second. There we go. Right here, you got WCWA. There we go. So very, very happy with this belt. Very happy with the way it turned out leather-wise. Even though it's my own work. And also, I had you want the Fez one, right, Ben? You want the Lou Fez figure, but I also have this.
I have Gagne.
And Ben, you want to help me set a price on this because I don't even know what to ask for it.
$1 million.
Oh, you told me that. That's right. $1 million. This could be yours.
Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna cheat.
Okay. That's got the AWA. It looks like a Hennig belt or the Lawler belt, but this is the earlier version that Gagne held. So it's never been opened. It's still got the seal on it right here. It's never been broke.
Well, I mean,
if you want to talk about it for the show, we'll talk about the show.
The range of it. I'm looking on eBay.
Okay.
The range is as high as 250, as low as 60. Somebody has it.
Okay.
For sale for 60.
I'll research a little bit. I should have done it before I did the show.
250.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to ask 250 for it, but I'll take 60 shipped for it. I'll take 60 shipped. So thank you for that.
Let me see what they sold.
And just so you know what you missed out on, because Ben jumped in on the early bird special. This is the Lou Fez figure right here.
Wow, one of them went for $26. No way.
These are the Power Town figures, if you don't know. Most accurate looking figures they have. I still have Brody. I have Kerry Von Erich, Stan Hansen, and Magnum TA, which I'm keeping.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting.
Be sure to like and subscribe us on the Wide World of Belts channel. When they get the viewership up, or at least the subscriptions up. I'm happy with what we got, but never satisfied. I saw this just before we came online, went live in one of the groups. This guy found a bargain at a pawn shop. I didn't start checking it out.
Oh my goodness! Oh
right here,
$140.
Yeah, was it? Okay, I thought it was 150. It's 140.
140.
Yeah,
you said 140.
Unbelievable.
I think that's a shop belt, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Look at that.
It's been restoned too.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, because look at how big the stones are.
Yeah. I'm curious about
it.
I'm curious about the strap. I wonder if it's been releathered.
I think it has. No, because you can look at the tooling around the edge.
Yeah, the tooling. Yeah. It is releathered and restoned. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. That guy got a bargain. Steal.
Oh man.
He stole it. $140. He stole it.
I mean, Wade stole the IWGP V4.
He did.
Oh yeah, he stole. He funny, real quick, funny story about Wade. He called me about that. It told me what it was up for, and I was like, if you don't, I will send you the money right now to do it. I will send you the money. I'm not gonna say what the number is, but he should go to jail for what he got that belt for.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Consider this: that belt online, a lot of times are going for over $3K. It's over $3K. Especially if you get it from Japan, because you have to pay all those fees and stuff to get it. You have to pay the drop shipper to pick it up and get it to you here in the States, and they're only letting a certain number of them come to international. He got it. When he called me, he's like, I'm not sure if this is the replica. I'm like, two things you'll know: if it has the belt bag and if the tip is numbered. If it's those two things, it's because it has the double tip. And both of them, he sent me pictures, and I was like, you better buy that right now.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't as hard to releather as I thought it would be. It's just such a big belt. I was scared of it. The hard part, surprisingly for me, was the tip. And I took a chisel and a hammer and tried to knock it loose. It wouldn't budge. I kind of scratched the back of the tip. And I talked to Wade about it. I said, hey, look, I've scratched this tip. I'm not sure it's worth it. He said, well, do what you got to do. I'd like to have a tip on there. So he actually reached out to Paul Martin because he saw a video where Paul Martin had releathered that belt. And Paul Martin said, good luck. It's got some kind of adhesive on it that's very, very tough. I would recommend drilling it out, which I'd already decided I was going to do that. And I broke off a drill bit inside the tip. It's a one-piece tip. And scratched a little bit more on the outside of the front. And but he was fine with it. And there's no way of getting off otherwise without scratching up a little bit. But Murder Mendoza, thank you for watching. Any relationship to Antonio?
Oh, yeah. That's his wife.
Okay. I never knew his wife's name. Thank you for watching. Keep that guy in line, would you?
Please.
Yeah.
See how he acts in here?
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah. I was going to drink a beer on the show. But I thought better not. I'll drink one.
Good guy. Good guy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have any pawn shops in my town. The closest pawn shop's 35 miles away. But next time I go to Oklahoma City, I'll hit them up.
I usually stop in the ones here. I have one right around the block.
And we are in hour number 2 now officially. So let me get to that. And just a reminder, our sponsors are Mark Leather Championship Better Leathering by Ashley Southern Designs. And she makes custom shirts, custom cups, which I'll show you here in a minute. And by Unique Championship Belts, who made that beautiful world-class heavyweight for me that I releathered. That's like the second one I've ordered from him. And I also want to give a special shout out to Kevin Davenport and the Double Drop Kick podcast. He's on every Tuesday night, and he's having a very special show this Saturday to commemorate 1,000 subscribers. And he's going to have a lot of giveaways, including that beautiful, beautiful belt right there. Be sure to check him out at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They're going to have they're going to give away over $2,000 in prizes. I don't know what that belt's worth, but there's going to be a lot of other things there. I think miniature belts, figures. I think there's a drawing. It's autographed by somebody. Just a lot of good stuff. Just to thank everybody for their subscriptions and for their support and their viewership. I think I'm going to make an appearance on the show. I think Andy's going to make one. Richard, Ben. I think we're all going to make appearances here and there during that show. So be sure you check that out. And be sure you like and subscribe as well. Double Drop Kick podcast on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. And I think he's also on there's another couple of social media apps.
He's on X as well, Instagram as well.
X was also like, yeah. And there's one other one. But those are the main ones. But be sure to check it out and give him some support. That channel has grown exponentially in such a short time.
Yeah.
So very, very happy for him.
Me too.
He put in work on that all the time. Those guys over there, great show, great cast.
Should talk to you, Antonio.
And it's a great show to watch, man. There's a good handful of great podcasts to check out, man.
Yeah. Jerry, that's the only one he posted.
Yeah, he got that for a steal.
Yeah,
he sure did.
When he put the price up, I was like, ooh.
Let me get to my schedule here. We're trying to keep on schedule. That part of the story with Wade telling the story, that was part of the Christmas portion of the show, because to me, that's just a miracle in itself. Christmas is about miracles. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to click on that yet. Saturday night's main event. Let's talk about that, shall we?
Okay, sure.
What did you think of the Cody and Kevin Owens match?
I thought it was good.
It was a good match.
I heard some people comment they thought they were hoped that Kevin would win that match.
But the big thing that happened after they went off the air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
the big disappointment for me was all this hype about Jesse Ventura going to be. I thought that he was going to be on color commentary or one of the commentators. Instead, he was at the guest desk over there with Joe Tessitore.
Yeah.
Had his boas. He was in rare form, but he made very limited appearances on camera.
And he wasn't even originally going to do the main event, and they saw how popular how well he was doing. They said, "Hey, Jesse, get in there. We want you to do commentary to the main event."
Well, they hyped him for weeks. He's going to do
Jesse should have been at that table from the start of the show.
Yes, I agree. Yes. I agree.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
He didn't miss a beat. I
mean, Pat McAfee's okay, but he's no Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah.
Nobody is.
No. And he said that Damien was the snakeskin on that jacket.
Yeah.
And what did you guys think of the retro theme? The
I
WWE
thought
logo?
the nostalgia, the WWE, the ropes, the ring.
The only thing I would have changed is where they come out. They had the electronic, pictures. I just wanted to see the big WW or wherever they put it, and then come out the curtain like they did back then.
Yes, that would have been good.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
The entrance is coming down with the small, runway for them to come down.
Give the crowd.
Yeah.
I love seeing the red, white, and blue ropes too.
The refs in their old school attire, the red, white, and blue ropes.
Yeah.
The blue ring padding.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to see it and hear the original music of the opening show with the new people added to it, the video montage, the TV turning on and tuning in. That was pretty cool.
What did you guys think of the guest performers they had sitting at ringside? Tito Santana. Who were the other ones?
Coco Beware.
Coco Beware, that's right.
Coco. I wish they would have done more with them.
They should have done backstage interviews with them.
Mm-hmm.
Something, not just wave at the camera. I didn't like that. But it was good to see them anyway.
I just wish they could have done a little bit more instead of just the hi, here we are.
Yeah. They had so much potential to make that show mean much more than what it did.
Yeah.
Don't just bring people back, just put them on camera. Let's talk to them.
Yeah.
But I think
they can do promos.
Like I said, I think this was a test. And
Jimmy Hart was another one they had.
You know, they got their feedback when they said, Jesse, we need you out here in the main event on the announce team.
Yeah.
Like I said, he should have been there since the show started.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesse was in rare form. He was Jesse the Body Ventura right there.
Did you see the video of him getting heckled as he's walking backstage after the show?
I saw that.
That was just classless. It was classless.
Wish I was there.
Yeah. They did bring back the old school feel. I missed the WWE block logo, but at least they did the right colors with the WWE logo, the Legends logo. And speaking of the Legends logo, what about that belt?
Oh boy.
Fresh from the shop.
I've been lit about that all week.
Yeah,
I wish it was a WWF logo for one night only.
Can't use it.
Well, it wasn't even a real belt. It was a replica. Shop replica.
I mean, to me, it ain't no big deal. I mean, they could have took the time, at least got the plates, got it re-leathered where, it didn't look all stiff because you got Kevin Owens carrying it around.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's rigor mortis is set in on the strap. It's stiff.
Yeah. And a lot of people said, well, they're going to bring it back for one night. Well, they've been hyping this thing for months.
Charles Robinson looks like, am I really holding this crap up?
All right.
There's another picture I couldn't find to get it bring on the show. There's a picture of the back of that shows the shop patch.
Yeah, it shows the patch.
They had time to at least get, at the very least, an American-made replica or a boot from over Pakistan or something, or at least get the thing re-leathered. At least get it re-leathered.
You could have sent it to Mark Maggart.
Yeah, that's right.
Or Antonio Mendoza.
Yeah, or they have their own re-leather people, but they could have done that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Liberty, keep telling yourself that.
The optics were just terrible for this. The optics are awful.
So the thing that got me was where they had that video where they had it in the special suitcase or whatever case, and they open it up. There's a light. All that shop belt.
Yeah, exactly. All the hype and nothing.
Yeah, it's a shop belt. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I would, but I couldn't find the picture again. But I saw the picture right before he flipped it up like that. There's a patch on the back.
Yeah.
And I was looking as closely as I could for that logo. And it's just
you look straight close to that batch in the back, and you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, that don't look so bad there, but
just the nostalgia of him wearing the Wing Eagle was pretty cool.
Yeah. And I've seen this discussed in some of the chats I'm in. This is a good opportunity for people to go get those logos or those replica belts from the shop and say, hey, I got one that's ring used now. Why get a boot?
All right.
That belt was defended in the ring.
Yep.
So that's the good thing about it is you don't have to get a boot anymore, that belt. I mean, if you want the block logo, yeah, but you don't have to anymore. That belt was defended in the ring now. So overall, I thought it was a good show, but I just thought there was so much potential lost there because they hyped all this stuff for nothing. I mean, you got Jesse's going to be. I thought they said ringside, but maybe I misread it. Maybe it was color commentating, but I expected him to be at ringside, and it didn't happen.
I think we were all building it bigger than what it was going to be.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people set their expectations higher than
yes.
What was
Hello,
given.
Tamaj.
Well, we know we're going to get 4 of them.
Yeah.
So
they could have borrowed one. They could have reached out and borrowed a belt. There you go.
Yeah.
Belt is a belt. They asked for the Winged Eagle. We got a Winged Eagle. Good point. Good point. Jason's replica is now ring used. There you go. And then after the match, Cody won the match. He's showing off the belt, and Kevin Owens sabotaged or attacked him from behind. Now he's carrying the belt around. And I love that. He's walking around that WWE corporate building. And did you see him go up to the poster and put his face over Cody's face on the poster? Yeah. It's hilarious. Hilarious. I like it. Do you think there'll be a title change when they get together again?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't see it.
No.
Unless they do.
They're going to do belt for belt. Winner takes both.
Yeah. Where'd it go? Wildcat could have re-leathered it. Yeah. Milliken could have done it. I think Milliken makes their belts, doesn't he?
No, it's isn't it Top Rope that does their belts?
Yes.
Then who is Dave Milliken shilling to if he's not making anybody else's belts?
Everybody else.
Tony Khan. No.
Well, not Travis Collector.
Does he do the TNA belts?
He might.
I'm not gonna speculate or assume because then somebody's gonna come on there.
Yeah.
So we don't need to do it.
Older Jesse. There you go. There's your old man right there. Yeah, we should have been specific. Yeah. And here we thought they were watching the belt groups.
Right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. But they're going to have Saturday Night's Main Event again. How often are they going to have it? Every 2 or 3 months or so?
Quarterly. Every
quarterly. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Antonio.
But yeah, if you want a shop replica, you can have it now without all the guilt. And on that note, I saw a blurb, and I think I got a screenshot for that. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, they're going to bring back some of the retro belts for different events.
You know the IC is going to be one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be. And the tags.
The classic
tag.
Classic tag. Yeah.
It may bring even the women's title.
I'd like to see the big green make an appearance
with the oval plates.
Yeah.
They got the potential to make so much money on those belts if they bring back some of these, like the big green.
And that's why I don't understand why they never made a replica of the big green. Why they never made a replica of the inmate
belt, the Backlund belt,
the Backlund, the inmate.
What's up, David Babel?
Oh, they did do the Lawler. They did do the Lawler. So.
Yeah,
but they could still bring it back, because they own the AWA.
Yeah.
Maybe it's some type of an agreement with those belt makers or something that's holding, stopping that from happening.
That's possible.
But there's
Hogan 8485.
Yeah.
85.
Yeah. I mean, they got the Hogan 86.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
was that one remark I was going to put up here? Here it is. Yeah. Thank you for bringing it up, Chris. Yeah, I saw it's rumored they might make a tribal chief belt, which I think is overkill. It's about that necklace. It's not about the belt. It's about the necklace.
Anything with Roman. Come on.
Yeah. We don't need another belt out there. We got plenty of titles out. You got SmackDown, Raw tags. You got your World Championship. You got your Universal Heavyweight Championship. You got your women's versions of those belts. Speaking of women, Chelsea Green, new U.S. champion.
My prediction.
Not new, inaugural.
My prediction. I knew she was going to do it.
Yes.
Love Chelsea.
No, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
And we know who's going to win the Intercontinental. The women's
I thought that guy was in West Virginia or Iowa. I don't know where he's at. I don't know. Spinner belt returning soon, maybe.
You never know. Anything's possible.
John Cena's getting ready to do his farewell tour.
Yeah. I think they need to bring back the cummerbund.
Yeah.
Bring that one back.
Oh, you said the magic word. Here we go, Richard. Here we go. It's always within arm's reach, Richard. You know that. There it is.
There it is.
It's the cummerbund.
It is. It is.
Boys and girls, this is not ring accurate, by the way. Okay.
No, come on, Ben.
Don't PM me talking about. Don't PM me talking about. You can get.
Ben, those plates are a little bit small, man. The strap is just way too big for those plates.
The leather's a little too wide, but it still looks good.
All right. The belt was sent to me by an anonymous person, and
we'll keep them anonymous.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus,
that's my gimmick. So,
it depends on shrinkage. That's cold. Just a lesson. When you clean your belt, be careful with what you clean it with. Don't use chemicals, but don't tumble dry it because they'll shrink.
Yeah, it's just cold.
It's a dang on hair dryer, man. I swear that's what it is.
Right?
Yeah. Not ring accurate. Throw it out, sir. There you go.
Damn me.
I know I got a hook. Hook you up.
You make?
And then somebody put, and I had planned on talking about this. Where'd it go? Yeah, here we go. Tessa Blanchard's back in, I think he meant TNA. Yeah, she's signed with TNA. She's getting a second chance at a career.
Let's hope she doesn't blow it this time.
She flew into Atlanta. We'll be at Final Resolution, whatever night that was.
I'm hoping somehow they can get the 4 horsewomen together.
She's easy on the eyes.
Her, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Becky.
Yeah.
No, am I missing? I think
you said Becky twice.
Becky twice. Who's the 4th one?
Natalia?
Bailey?
I thought it was Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey. That's it.
Bailey and Sasha Banks, I think, were in there.
You know, and TNA and WWE working together should be, if they want to pull the trigger, should be relatively easy for WWE to bring her in.
Yeah.
You know, temporary basis, see how it goes.
Maybe so.
Because she's got all the talent in the world too. It's just,
and I know why she was not in the business for a while. You know, she did some regrettable things.
She said some things that she shouldn't have, but we all do. I mean, maybe you can learn.
Doesn't justify what she said, but you know, let's ban her for life.
No way does it justify it, but you know, maybe she can finally make the move.
Yeah, they're wanting to cut their pay.
Yeah.
So they're all leaving the TNA.
That's a shame too.
Oh, Kevin says that she hasn't signed with TNA.
I
don't know. She hasn't. Okay.
She came in and she leveled the champ.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace. Leveled Jordan Grace. So I mean,
well, I think they did that because I'm hearing rumors that Jordan and
Jordan's
Joe Henry are going to come over to WWE.
I mean, they literally was in WWE or NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, they seem to fit well with the others.
She is a beautiful. I mean, she looks like Tully in the face. So he can't die of paternity, but she is pretty.
Yeah. And what's the story? She's Tully's daughter, but she was raised by Magnum, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Magnum.
Antonio, I think I could overlook her chin.
Yeah, I could too.
Just saying.
Supposedly, she said herself she hasn't signed there or anywhere yet. Maybe she's testing the waters, trying to find a place to settle.
Anything's possible.
Yeah. Just don't put her in the men's division again, please.
Yeah, no.
Please don't do that.
Speaking of new champions,
speaking of new champions, we got the I want to call them the Viking Raiders. They're now the
War Raiders.
War Raiders, yeah. They're now the World Tag Team Champions.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I can remember when Vince called them the Viking Experience. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Yeah.
Now, wasn't one of them Ibar? Wasn't he didn't he have surgery or something?
Yeah, he had the neck surgery or back surgery, one or the other.
Okay. I saw a video package, but I was visiting some friends and
both of them were out for a while.
Yeah, both of them were out real for a thing. But did you see the promo they did? The promo they did and the way they were dressed? I think if they repackaged them that way, there would be it would be better.
They're full-fledged face now, too.
Yeah.
They're not heel anymore.
Well, the difference between Velveteen Dream, what he did and what Tessa did, what he did was illegal.
Yeah.
You know, he should be in prison.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I don't think
after fair trial, of course, but
yeah,
but that's I don't agree with that one. But I think everybody should get a second chance. If they make a mistake, that's one thing. But this is a despicable crime. It is. Child predators, they just don't belong with the general population.
Right.
Nope.
War Machine for you, okay?
Yes, War Machine was good.
Dr. Moore, that was one of the stupidest things they could have done. He did everything, brought that company up so high, and
there's even talks about him going to NXT.
Well, Scott D'Amore, he's right now in charge of the Canadian League, the new Canadian League.
Okay,
I forget the name of it. He's been running that.
I don't think Sarah Logan's coming back. She's
pregnant again.
Yeah,
she's pregnant again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she's going to be a full-time mom. I don't think she's coming back.
And she's married to one of the War Raiders.
Yeah.
Bullheaded guy.
I'm sure he's making some decent money. So, and they also have a farm that they make money off of.
Oh yeah.
She's very happy.
They do the Viking stuff. They do the Viking stuff in real life too.
Yeah, they live
a Viking life.
They had a Viking marriage. They had a Viking wedding. She gave birth in a pool, natural birth. So she's all about that life. No, I didn't hear about that.
I saw that too, but a lot of people were commenting, thinking that there's no way, because they were saying they signed him and his announcer back to have a feud with Cena when he comes back. I mean, Del Rio was nothing but trouble. Would they really?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about that yet. I think it's just talk.
Going so good. You bring somebody that can bring in that much trouble potentially.
Yeah.
I hope. I mean, I don't see it. If it is, hey, Triple H.
Anything can happen in the wrestling business, but I don't think it's going to happen right now.
Yeah, I hope not.
I thought he was dedicated to AAA in Mexico.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he'd been wrestling in Mexico.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, well, he was the champion there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very successful down there. I think he's more successful down there than he was in WWE.
Yeah.
All I know is I want to see.
That's his family all wrestled there, so
it wouldn't make any sense to me. I
want to see Ray Phoenix finally make it to WWE and see some tag team wrestling for.
Well, they're saying they put a new logo on the screen recently, and they're saying that logo is Pentagon.
Yep, it is.
You're either a leprechaun or an elf.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Hey.
Stop and award it to you. Have a candy cane.
He took Elf on the Shelf a little too seriously this year.
Right?
Just a little.
Just a little.
Well, I told you guys what happened. I got the new Grinch mask. It actually looks like the Grinch. But
yeah.
Man, that thing, the paint was so strong, the smell out of it. It was like it was freshly done.
I think it's the rubber is what's you some kind of rubber has an odor.
So I gotta leave it sit outside for a couple of hours a day until it disappears.
He says you're adorable.
He is adorable.
Oh, shucks. You're just saying that because I'm on the show.
You're just saying that because it's true.
Quit.
Oh man, where's my video here? Here we go.
Cease and desist.
The elf never had a beard this good.
Who are you people?
So we got Christmas a week from, well, not a week from, but Wednesday, right?
Right. Right. Well, he falls off the shelf. See?
Yeah.
Put a little water on him, and he grows.
Yeah. So we got Christmas on Wednesday. Are we gonna have a show next week? Since it'll be the day after Christmas?
I'm down for it if you guys.
I'm down for it.
I'll be ready.
I'm down for it.
I'll go for it.
I know our viewers are down for it.
That will be our show where we do the year in review.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes. You guys know I'll be off, so
the year has flown by. So
too quick.
We'll have to have a meeting about this and discuss all this stuff because it's going to be tough for me to remember this stuff. You know, I'm an old man. I forget things.
No, you're not. Come on, we're the same age. You're not old at all. Okay.
No, I'm older. Older.
3 months. You know.
You're not an old fart.
No, I mean I'm not old. I'm older. Not older than you, but
older than me. 3 months. That's all.
Yeah, but
older, better, like a fine wine.
Oh, that's right. We had the pick of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah. Big decision to be made there.
Oh, and I want you guys to know. I remember you guys. I was talking about the Smoking Skull giveaway, the WWE version that I had in my personal collection. I did find a person, and hopefully next Thursday's show, I will be able to reveal that.
I should have it by then, right, Richard?
I don't know. I mean, the tracking's up and down, man. You know, but
tracking ain't working right. So
yeah, tracking is screwed up big time.
Trust me. I know.
Let's just say I picked the right person, and I'm very happy to where it's going.
It's going where it belongs.
What's my price? By the way, I updated my background to include the WCW heavyweight. It's right. Oops.
Don't fall.
It's right here.
Perfect place for that video where the guy falls and the place falls down the mountain.
Right. The whole Mountain.
I got my WCCW American right here. I've got the
Mark leans back and the war pole opens up and sucks him in.
I got the Texas belt right here. Below there, I got the tag, and next to it, I got the World Class 6-man tag. What I had up here was the 10 pounds of silver, which I moved back behind me somewhere. It's right here. Right here.
He's like, it's all a blur.
I want all world titles on the top shelf. So
nice. Dome globe.
Huh?
Yeah, dome globe.
Yeah, I got. This is the one that Wade gave me.
That's Ben's favorite.
Yeah, and then I got another one.
Right behind you.
It's the other way.
And I got one right here.
Right
He's swinging around.
Right there. Yeah, they're right there. So
if he goes down on that chair, just
right. Cut the fees.
I think Mark had too much eggnog tonight. No,
I haven't had any. But I got beer. I got beer in the refrigerator.
Stay off the eggnog, partner.
Oh, speaking of that, I got to pick up some virgin eggnog, guys. I can't drink no alcohol. You know that.
Yep, same with me.
Okay, why shouldn't we be on next week? I'm missing something.
Virgin eggnog?
Yeah. You know, I actually, Scott, I considered doing another event, but I'm going to wait till after the first of the year because I need Cash App to reset because I'm already maxed out on it because I've missed out on some people buying spots because of the fact I maxed out on my Cash App. I couldn't use it Cash App. So I may end up raffling off that or having an event for that Rizwan Crumb ride next year. So
we'll gorgeous belts.
I got some on the floor here next to me and behind me. I got to get me on the shelf. What's up,
hey,
Tyler?
That's what she said, Richard.
Hey, brother.
Guys, be careful. I heard when he talks, women get pregnant. So, let's not let him talk.
Yeah, this show has been served with papers for paternity suits.
Yeah.
So,
no reason, LOL.
okay. There's no reason. Okay.
Ben's the NWO Santa Claus.
Yeah, hold on. Go back. Where's my Christmas attire?
Yeah.
He's got the NWO Christmas shirt on.
He's got his NWO elf shirt out.
Aha. Wolf.
He sure does.
NWO Wolfpack.
Yeah, he sure does.
Look.
I love the hat.
By the way, Jason, I was not able to use your spray gun for the paint because the paint was way too thick, but I'm going to use it for the clear coat. I'm going to try, but I have to sand one of the cabinets down a little bit because I got to smooth the texture out, and I will clear coat those, and I'll get your spray gun back to you. I know you weren't in a hurry for it, but I meant to get it back to you earlier, but I have to repaint one of the cabinets.
Oh, you guys got to hear the story about this elf suit. Me and the wife were at Target one day, and I looked across and I said, "Is that what I think it is?" She goes, "No, you're seeing things. That's not it." So I walk over to it and I hold it up, and she goes, "You know that's on sale, right?" I'm like, "Okay." She goes, I said, "How much is it?" She goes, $24. I said, "Put it in the cart. It's coming home."
Now you're gonna have syrup and all the stuff that.
I told her I was gonna run around the neighborhood. I know him.
Santa, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got this off the WWE shop years ago.
And my niece is visiting from up north, so when she comes and knocking on my door, I'm gonna run out. I know her.
Oh man, I'm having fun tonight, guys. I don't know about you guys, huh?
It's been a great show all around.
It's been a great show. That story was inspirational by Wade.
Yeah, it was. So, do any of you guys have any travel plans for Christmas, or are you just gonna stay home with your families? Or
well, I have officially, for once in 10 years, I was sitting there this morning, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna ask, for a long weekend starting on after Monday night. So I'm off starting next Monday till the 30th. And nothing is going to get in the way of me doing stuff with my family. And that's what this Christmas is all about. I told them not to buy me any gifts. I want breakfast with them. I want dinner with them. I want to watch Christmas movies on Christmas Eve with them, and it's all about them and me enjoying the moment and creating that moment for me. You know, gifts and trinkets are okay, but the love of my family and being around my family and seeing them smile means more to me than anything, than materialistic things.
How about you, Andy?
Just a simple staycation. I'll be off work from Christmas Eve through through New Year's Day. So just a simple staycation.
Nice.
Do stuff with the family.
Sounds relaxing. Ben?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not gonna do much. I did had my grandson come over, the new wrestling fan.
But what about your wife?
Yes.
He's over in the corner.
Yes.
Right in the corner. Can she come on the screen and say hi, Ben?
Don't say her name 3 times.
Yeah, hold on. Here
I
she
know
is.
her.
I know her.
Here she is. Hold on. Here.
What's that fit? She's lost a lot of weight, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, when did you get her those
Slim
breast
down.
implants?
Look,
When did you get her those breast implants?
Yeah. She got some tiggles. Yeah. Here she goes. Right there.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. She's the beauty.
She is. I think
yeah, just hang out. Probably it. You know, my daughter come over, and then you guys know my grandson, the little bad dude, the mouthpiece.
Don't forget Benny.
My twin.
He's Ben's mini me.
He's probably gonna be at work. So
I shouldn't say mini me because he's not so mini.
No.
What?
Ooh. Man.
Oh, man. They say you come back in another form.
Oh yeah.
You guys are the world's in trouble.
That's your little twin, Ben.
Yeah, he's gonna be 8 years old here in about 4 weeks.
Oh, and guys, don't
Less than a
forget
month.
that Christmas background for the TV on YouTube. That art thing where you can put it on there and it looks like a picture of art, or they have it shows like different scenes and stuff. It plays all the music.
Turn on the go to YouTube, turn on the fireplace thing. You have a fireplace.
Oh
yeah,
they got it in 8K now. I was listening to it a couple weeks ago,
and they got a lot of good Christmas music with it too. There's so much you could pretty nice.
I mean, me as a kid growing up around Christmas time, we had what was called Channel 11 in New York, and they would always play The Fireplace on Christmas morning.
Yeah. I got to pull up iHeartRadio and play some Christmas music all day long.
iHeart Christmas Classics is my favorite on there.
What's your plan, Mark?
I'm going to have my kids here. They all live here in town. Well, one lives here in the house, but my daughters, one daughter lives just Ashley Southern Designs, by the way. Hello. Get your mug.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Cheap plug.
And your shirt.
Cheap plug.
Yep. Cheap plug. Hold on.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Ashley Southern Designs. Facebook. Hit her up. And my other daughter lives a little farther down the street, but they'll all be here. So I look forward to that.
Now, do you guys do the stay over thing? They stay over the house and wake up on Christmas morning with you guys?
No. We do our gift exchange on Christmas Eve. Then we play games, board games, not charades, but games like that, party games, things like that.
We're doing movies, hot cocoa, and just chilling.
Yeah, and then the Christmas morning they open stockings. That's it, and they might stay over. Ashley won't. She'll just drive back up here. But Melissa and Jesse will probably be here to open stockings.
That's cool.
Yeah,
all about.
And the way we do gifts, what we used to do, usually just pass them all out. Everybody opens them up. Well, when I was younger, a teenager, my parents decided that you never really get to see what everybody else gets. So what they would do, they would number the presents and then draw a number out, and whoever drew their number out, they have to sit for everybody else and open the gift.
That's a great idea.
And they'll draw the next number until the other, the wrapping paper is all thrown away and everything like that. This year, we're going to do it like smallest to largest gift.
Cool.
Regardless of the name.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to that. Hello, Lisa. By the way, I forgot to say hello, Lisa. He said,
"Hey, Lisa."
Hey, Lisa.
Yep. Well, hopefully things pick up for you this next year.
It'll get better.
Yeah.
2025 will be good. It'll be a blessing. Hang in there.
Yeah. Probably watch some Christmas movies. I don't know if we're going to watch a Christmas Story or the new Christmas Story.
Have you seen Red One yet? You got to see it.
I've seen that. It's very good.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good. The Rock was very good in that movie.
Yeah.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I did too. My wife wanted to go see it. I thought, well, I'll go watch it with you.
I was telling Mark before we went on air. Did you guys hear Jimmy Fallon made a Christmas album?
You were telling me, you were telling me.
Well, because I have Sirius XM, and there's a Jimmy Fallon Christmas music.
Yeah, he's actually got a decent voice. I want to say it.
Oh, he's talented. Have you?
Yeah.
He did a thing where he was doing Islands in the Stream, where he was singing as Kenny Rogers, and then Miley Cyrus was doing Dolly, and it was hilarious. But boy, they sounded good together.
Oh yeah, he's got a song with Meghan Trainor. It's pretty good.
He's talented. He is.
Christmas. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I'm going to ask all of you before you make your thing. Favorite Christmas song?
No, there's no doubt in my book. The Christmas song by Nat King Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love that.
Chestnuts roasting on open fire. Just kind of like mine were at the Big Texan when I was singing the song.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and I like Elvis Presley, Blue Christmas.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little bit of a depressing song, but I like it because it brings back memories.
Yeah. Well, Elvis put a little jazz into it, so.
My favorite, the songs that I always heard when I was a kid, Gene Autry, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and stuff like that.
Those songs are just timeless, you know what?
Yes.
Timeless.
Hey, Jason, are they out on the corner selling the coquito? I had my virgin coquito last year with no alcohol in it, and believe it or not, I enjoyed it even more without the alcohol.
Sure.
I had somebody make it with me, and they're like, "You don't want no alcohol in it?" I'm like, "Yeah, please don't put alcohol in it."
Yeah.
My favorite Christmas song, I'd have to say, is "White Christmas." Bing Crosby.
Yep.
Bing Crosby. Yep.
Sure. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Ben, what's your favorite?
You guys wouldn't know it. Christmas in Hollis.
Oh, come on. I know that one. That's one of my favorite Christmas songs
Run DMC
ever. That's one of my favorite songs.
Some of you hip hop heads in the comment section, I probably threw you off until you heard that. And you're like, oh yeah. Yep. Christmas in Hollis.
There was never a year you never heard that in my household.
Yeah, it playing it now on the radios and online and stuff like that.
Oh, and then there's another song, Hippopotamus. I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
I like that song.
That was a good one.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Whenever I hear about Mele Kalikimaka, I think of a certain girl coming out of a pool or getting into.
Oh yeah, and whenever I hear that, that's the first thing that pops in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna randomly go around. Ben.
Oh,
favorite.
Cut it out. Stop.
Stop.
Stop it.
Favorite.
Now you're
come on. They
now
made
you're
their
trolling.
ice her up.
Nobody likes that song anymore. Stop
Baby, it's cold outside. Come on, man.
Stop it.
Ben,
favorite
Christmas commercial.
Oh my.
Could be when you grew up as a kid. I know what mine is.
Number one in my book. I know what mine is.
I'm trying to think of them.
I actually have two. No, three.
There's only one I can remember that comes to mind, and I think Andy might be thinking the same thing.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
The Noroko Santa.
Yes, that's it.
He'd come flying through the snow on that shaver, and
I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, it's a classic.
Yes.
It's classic.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Yeah,
that's another classic.
That dang on Folgers commercial always coming on.
But I was something on a snowman.
Oh.
I said something. On a snowman.
Where's Kevin's bleeper?
All I gotta say, guys, is YouTube twisted Christmas songs. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, my favorite commercials, I should say. You guys remember the Radio Shack Christmas commercial?
Yeah.
The Toys R Us one. The Toys R Us one.
There's a radio jingle that plays here in Oklahoma. There's a jewelry store that's been in Oklahoma for over 100 years, and there's a jingle that plays on the radio, and they also have a TV commercial. It's only shown in Oklahoma. It's called BC Clark Jewelers. They sell Rolexes. I mean, it's a high dollar jewelry store, but and I'm not going to sing the song, but look up the BC Clark jingle. They play it. They have their anniversary sale around Christmas time, and so they play that jingle. I always associate that with Christmas every time I hear it. That's the only time I play it.
And my number one Christmas commercial of all times is the Toys R Us commercial.
Toys R Us. I was getting ready to say the Toys R Us commercial. Yup. Yeah.
Oh, look who's here.
We are officially spanning the globe tonight.
I think I'm supposed to condemn you. Somebody told me I was supposed
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, you got me blocked. No, you don't have you resulted in me getting blocked, not by somebody else. But
not Pat. No.
Yeah, no, he didn't block me, but
no, it couldn't be Pat's fault though. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, it's Pat's fault. Yeah.
Nah, not Pat.
Yeah. I was accused of being Pat, but it's not me.
Oh, and there is one more. The Campbell Soup commercial with the snowman.
Oh, the kid, the melting snowman to the kid.
Yep.
But Merry Christmas to you, Pat. Thank you for commenting. I still want you on the show sometime. I want to interview you.
Merry Christmas, Pat. Are you on the rear end of Canada, by the way? I'm just asking. Somebody just asked me that.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola bear commercials are pretty good.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Cola bear. Yep.
What was the other one? Remember the Hesh truck? The Hesh truck ones.
I don't remember those.
They did that. The Hesh truck's back and it's bigger than ever.
I hadn't heard that one. Have you seen the James Bond movie? I can't remember it now, but it has shoot, I can't think of her name either.
Something galore.
No, it was one of the later ones with Pierce Brosnan.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The girl's name was Christmas. She was a scientist. Her name was Christmas. And at the very end, he always ends up with a girl. He ended up with her. He said, so Christmas does come more than once a year.
Okay.
That's in the James Bond movie.
I'm sure it is.
Santa Baby. I know there were the kids sang that. Catwoman.
Yep.
I didn't know she sang.
Madonna did a version of it too.
Yeah, Santa Baby's pretty kind of sexy. It's kind of the female version of It's Cold Outside. Planters Peanuts. Christmas by Wham.
WHAM.
Oh, that's Christmas. Wham. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the group. Yeah, that's for you.
Okay. I thought that was WAP.
Who's Wham?
Wham, yeah. Well, she's got a twin named Wig. Wig and Wham.
Wigwam. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Led by Wahoo McDaniel.
Stop it.
There you
Right.
go. There you go. Fruity Pebbles Christmas commercial. Wow.
You guys
and I think we've talked about what?
I said they're opening up the vault tonight.
Yeah, they are. And we've talked about this before in other shows, but we always had the Wish book by Sears, the Sears Christmas catalog.
And getting the Wish book when I was a kid and going through
the Sears regular Christmas catalog was that, or the regular catalog was this thick, and then the Christmas catalog was half the thickness.
Now, did you guys used to stick paper in it, or did you fold the pages
I can't remember.
I used to put.
We used to circle. We used to circle and put a piece of paper in.
Yeah, put a piece of paper so you know where it's at, and then circle the heck out. You're right. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That came after the kids would go to the department store windows and look in the window. They had the window displays like on a Christmas Story.
Macy's.
Then they came with Wish Book, and so you didn't have to leave.
Macy's and Bloomingdale's in New York.
Chris Raines comes through again. It was The World Is Not Enough. That's right.
Right.
Marshall Fields.
Yes, Marshall Fields is very big in Chicago area. Christmas time, they always had that big. I always remember they had the really, really big white Christmas tree in the center of the store in the Marshall Fields near where I grew up, and they would have, if I remember, they would just have like the
U2J
white
to you and yours
bulbs on it, and with the lights. Yeah.
We're running on time, but I want to touch on this because I've been forgetting to do this. This came up, and I remembered to put it in. Logan Paul says he's retiring from pro wrestling,
but he was on just on the WWE thing.
Yeah, I read that, and also read he's considering a bout with Conor McGregor over in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they had that press conference, and he's going to be a member of Monday Night Raw.
Okay, well.
So who knows?
Yes.
I mean,
but the story was because he became a father, he wants to devote more time to his family. So we'll see. We'll see.
I respect that. Okay.
Yeah.
He was saying he wants to take on Gunther.
Okay. So, I think that'd be a good match.
I think so too. He's a quick learner. Boy, he's the quickest learner I've ever seen.
He's better in the ring than his brother.
Yeah. Definitely.
I know they're different sports, but I think he's more athletic than his brother. His brother's just a steroid freak.
Logan Paul is very, very talented.
Yeah. And I hate to say that because it's his arrogance.
I just wish he shut up sometimes.
Something else about Saturday night's main event, they brought back Pat McAfee. I cannot stand Pat McAfee.
Yeah. Pat McAfee should be done in doses, not like because he can be too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
He's just a big fan. As always, a big fan.
Yeah.
I would have rather seen him and Jesse Ventura flip places.
Mm-hmm.
Gremlins is a Christmas movie. There's that age-old debate that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. There's a new movie that's come out. It's on Netflix. It's called Carry On, and it's set at Christmas time. It's set at an airport, but it's not a Christmas movie. But it's set at Christmas time.
Mm.
If you get a chance to watch it, it's almost 2 hours long. But it's called Carry On. It's a similar movie to Die Hard. There's a terrorist that takes over an airport because he's trying to get a bag through, and he's terrorizing a TSA agent. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Hmm.
McAfee's a what?
Chode.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Thanks for sharing those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got that.
I agree, Pat.
Thanks for clearing me up. I've been throwing that in my head all week. So
you're the world's best, Pat.
Oh my. She's not.
Oh, great. Oh, I misread that. Okay, I thought it's Patrick is. Okay, yeah, Pat McAfee. Sorry.
So Debbie's not doing Dallas. She's doing Christmas. Okay.
Okay. Well, instead of a Christmas tree, it's a Christmas pole.
I'm not touching that.
Merry Christmas, Kirk. Merry Christmas. Okay, so I'm out of material. I'm ready for my final thought of the evening. Unless you guys have something else to talk about.
No. Go ahead.
I'm good.
Okay. The silence is deafening. So here is my final thought of the evening. I didn't watch, but someone sent me the video. So
no, Mark, we said we weren't going to talk about
this.
It's
okay. It's
not
okay.
Tonight.
No, it's
not
okay.
Tonight.
No, wait. It's okay. It's okay.
Not tonight.
No.
Trust me. It's okay. Trust me. Okay. But somebody sent me the video, so I guess I did watch. What I saw disgusted me. An unprovoked attack that will definitely result in retribution. I guess I should have seen it coming, but I thought that it had been finally put to rest. But enough about Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes on Saturday night's main event.
Oh, Jesus.
Gotcha. We are just 6 days from Christmas, and whether you're a person of faith or not, this is a season of goodwill. We've seen some really nice belt giveaways, a la Ben and Kevin coming up this weekend on Saturday night to mark a huge milestone on Dub Dropkick Podcast. These events would not be possible without the generosity of some in the hobby who want to remain anonymous. I said this last week to someone in a private message as it applies to the podcast, but it also applies to all of us. We're all here to support each other, not to tear each other down. We celebrate first new belt days, new members of the hobby, and support each other in our successes and our challenges. In the end, what we're talking about, arguing about, and attacking each other over is metal and leather, crafted in such a way that we are able to relive our childhood memories of professional wrestling, which means nothing to anyone outside of the hobby. I think many people lose sight of that. Debate all you want, but when that time comes and we all face that final judgment, none of this behind me will matter. All that will matter is our walk in faith and how our faith impacted others. Christmas is about a child born over 2,000 years ago, walked this earth spreading the gospel, and died so that we wouldn't have to pay the terrible price that he endured. With that said, I would like to thank Wade, Dakota Robertson, for joining us earlier tonight and sharing his story. It's reaffirmed my faith, and I hope it deeply impacts your life as it has mine. I've seen documentaries and have read stories of similar experiences, but have never known anyone personally that had that same experience. I couldn't think of a better time to share the story than at Christmas. And on that note, I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas. I want to thank you all for joining us. If you're traveling, please be safe. Enjoy your families. Tomorrow's not promised. Let's enjoy our loved ones while we still have them, because they can be gone in the snap of a finger. It almost happened to Wade. It's happened to a few members of the hobby over the last couple of years. So enjoy your time with your family and friends. Cherish those times. Make those memories. Make them last. And don't live with regrets. So
definitely.
Merry Christmas to everybody watching.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen.
Amen.
And we're going to end this show a little bit early tonight. But again, I want to thank you all on behalf of Andy, Ben, and Richard. I want to wish you Merry Christmas, a safe Christmas, and we will see you next Thursday night.
Everybody have
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody.
Happy Hanukkah.